Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Man Bites Film. My name is Lewis, and this week we are going to be reviewing Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. This is a 1991 film by Peter Hewitt, starring Keanu Reeves and Alex Winters. This is Bill and Ted's journey into hell, basically. They die and they end up getting sent to hell by death. And in their travels with death, they actually start challenging him to competitions and stuff like that, and try to fight their way back to Earth. This adventure, originally this film was supposed to be named Journey to Hell, but obviously because of 1991 and back then the religious right and all that crazy shit, they renamed it Bogus Journey rather than Journey to Hell. It doesn't affect it much. I like the title Bogus Journey more. It sounds better for this type of film. This is very much a stoner film. I think this type of film set the pace for all the 90s, 2000s stoner comedies like Dude, Where's My Car, that 70s show. All between this and Cheech and Chong, this actually set up the basis for all the stoner films that we know nowadays and love. Bill and Ted's Journey is actually very interesting. I think that it has its comedic moments. It has a lot of comedic moments, a lot of old tropes and stuff like that. If you're a 90s child or 80s child, you'll enjoy this film. If you're not, you probably won't get half of the references just because it is an older comedy. And all these old comedies, they do a lot of referential comedy. And this film isn't different. So if you like those type of films, you will enjoy this. But it's streaming on Netflix, so it's easy access. I give this a 6 out of 10 because I enjoy Bill and Ted's whole thing. It's very Fast Times at Richmond High type of thing, all that. So it is actually funny, very comedic at times, but it has these moments where you're like, alright. And going into that, our next film is actually Neighbors. This one is not streaming on Netflix. This is the original one, 2014. This is a 6 out of 10 on my list as well. It stars Seth Rogen and Zac Efron, and it's directed by Nicholas Stoller. Nicholas Stoller, he did Forgetting Sarah Marshall and a couple other films, but that's pretty much what he's known for. This story is actually about this frat house that moves into next to Seth Rogen's house that with his wife and just recently had a child. So they're new parents and they're trying to remember if they act cool or whatever, and it's the same old tiresome story of adults trying to act like children. I don't know about you guys, but I'm growing tired of these things. Couples retreat, stuff like that. It's like, alright dude, yeah, adults are sometimes immature, but this takes it to a whole other level, and it's getting so tiresome doing this. It really has. I don't understand the point of these films anymore. I don't enjoy them at all anymore. It's really just become stupid as hell. I mean, there is great interaction with Zac Efron and the frat people. It's really cool. The dean that was pushing it way too much, her character was horrible and flat as hell. It's Phoebe from Friends, and I was like, alright, no, this is not funny. Her roles are not funny at all. Play Phoebe, don't play anything else. You're a god-awful actress. So yeah, I would give it a chance. It's streaming on Amazon currently. You can send it away for it on Netflix. So it's a little bit harder access. It's not on Netflix like everything else that I try to review. But you can get it pretty easily. The next film that I want to review is Suicide Squad. This is a 2016 film. It's in theaters right now, so it's not streaming on anything right now. I give this a 4 out of 10. This is directed by David Ayers. He did Fury a couple years ago. That's the only really good film that he did. This film is not much better. It falls flat. It feels like an ADHD child edited the film. It doesn't have any legs. The Will Smith character, Jared Leto, they're just whatever. They're not great but they're the best part of the film. Especially the Jared Leto. I like the way that he did the Joker portrayal. I know I'm in the minority for that, but I actually enjoyed how he did it. Harley Quinn was the takeaway from this film by far. That was the best part of this film, was the Harley Quinn character. Everybody knows the story of Suicide Squad. It's ensemble put together. They're all bad guys. They want to fight the bad guys that are worse than them. So this crazy black lady puts together this team to fight all the bad guys that might come up because Batman is dead. Superman is dead, sorry. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's a dumb plot. It could have been so much better. So much better. And it feels like David Ayer tried to make this a good film, but something happened along the way and it fell into what it is now. It's ADHD stoner child editing film. So I give this a 4 out of 10. This is a horrible film, not worth watching in theaters. Definitely not worth watching in theaters. I would watch it on video, but that's about it. So if you guys get a chance to, when it comes out on video, watch this, but I wouldn't recommend it. So Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, definitely recommend. That one is streaming on Netflix. Neighbors, not streaming on Netflix, but it is streaming on Amazon. That I definitely recommend as well if you're into that type of film. Suicide Squad, it's in theaters now, but I will wait for it to come out on DVD. Alright, so we'll see you guys next week. My name is Louis, and this is another episode of Man Bites Film.